Okay, so MIRA. Right now we're unboxing a MIRA. Hello people on YouTube. Your highlight will start here. You will miss everything before this. But okay, so this is the MIRA SE. This is not the first one we're unboxing. I believe this is the second or third one. Well, second one we're unboxing. Third one we're building. So we built a black one, black and silver. We built a blue. And now now we're gonna unbox a gray. Lunar gray. Okay, so it comes in this fancy ass bag. It is not a hardcover. It's not a heavy duty bag, so it's something that maybe you can use to put it in your suitcase or put it in your backpack, but it's not something that you can chuck around. It's not like the Kin or TX bags that you can just fucking drop on the ground and not worry about it. This one, if you drop it, yeah, you're gonna break something. You might not snap your diffuser, but you're gonna break something. Okay, so first of all, we've got the PCB. This is the Liku TKL87L3 PCB. Same PCB as the TX84 and other LZ TKLs. And so you can see the PCB is made of FR4 material, I believe, instead of acrylic, and so it's a bit more flexible. Oh! Oh! Okay, so we've got the PCB. You'll see connector on the top side. Right, nothing we haven't seen before. Honestly, and I've got RGB LEDs underneath that are distributed in a very, very weird pattern. You've got two in the corner over here for some fucking reason, and then you've got them just the LEDs over here. They're kind of uniformly distributed, and then the bottom is not too great, right? You've got, see, look over here, and then compare it to over here. This is you. This is the guy she tells you not to worry about. And so, like for example, on the LZCL-SM, the side underglow looks better than the front underglow. So you get something similar with the Liku PCBs, where the sides are actually not bad because they're kind of even, but the front isn't great. Pen of Water, hey, how's it going? Okay, hopefully I didn't miss anything else in chat. Hold on. Avisa2 says, box does feel good considering just buying cheap set like Cape Republic or Get on blanks. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy Cape Republic PPT and just use it on the box whites, I think. But in the meantime, I just don't have time to build anything anyway, so I'm not going to do anything. You know how high MIRA is in terms of angle or the actual height? So the MIRA is a very tall keyboard. The front is probably one of the tallest boards I've seen. Brian says, keyboard construction piece as it looks like right now. It's talking about the different plate mounting systems, case styles, materials, how those affect sound typing feel. Okay, sure. Yeah, so all I was saying about the OTD 356 Mini was that eventually someone's going to tell you, what about gasket mount? What about the fucking the gasket mount? I can't believe this piece doesn't include the gasket mount. And then you talk about that. And then you drop some knowledge bombs on that. And those fucking elitist morons. Yeah, so definitely just something to think about. That's all I'm saying. Ed says, my wife thankfully didn't mess up my keycaps. The thing is, that's what you think though. You never know. During the MIRA, the only non-trash board for me. Don't use the speed switches. I've built with them. Don't use them. It's right here. I got to build with speed switches. Do not use the speed switches. They fucking suck. It's probably some of the most wobble I've seen on any switches. Okay, so MIRA. Back to the board, and then I'll look at chat as well. Penwater says, I'm warming up to a box Navy build more and more. Guy beside me smashes MX Reds. I went for a silent build. Gotta show him who's the alpha. Okay, 22.8 millimeters, normal height 19. Okay, so 22.8, right? Well, let's measure this. I mean, in a totally non-scientific way, but I just have a ruler over here. And I'm gonna add rubber feet on this thing. Thankfully, I decided on the wood desk, and the desk is clean. But I need to add rubber feet. Let's do that. Let's do that first, and then we'll measure. Yeah, so no rubber feet included. We're gonna add some right now. Helpful! How's it going? Fisher asks, Anthony, what stitches do you like the most? I type fastest on box whites, but box whites are unusable at the moment because of the problems they have with keycaps, so I'm back to using just browns and Zillios. Fellow Viceroy says, does gasket mount really feel that much better? That's what we're saying, that most gasket mounts they don't really do that much. And yeah, so it doesn't do what you think it might do. People try to say a gasket mount would be, oh, it's gonna, you know, you're resting on rubber or something. No, it's actually there to just seal the gaps. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure every user so that you can. So we're talking about the front, right? We're talking about height. So let's measure the front. I actually measured this before. I just don't remember it. Totally scientific. Okay, so I'm gonna measure this thing. So okay, so if we don't include the rubber feet, the MIRA is actually about 24 millimeters tall from the front. Yes, so very tall. Do you prefer Kin's old sandwich mount, top mount? I think with aluminum plates, I would prefer the top mount more than sandwich mount. But yeah, it depends on what you want, honestly. Actually, now that I think about it, what board I want, I'm actually thinking about buying an iron. I'm not gonna lie. Still, with the iron with the Elu plate still is one of the best sounding and feeling boards I've ever built. And so I might actually grab one if there's one that is a decent price and is a color that's nice. I might do it. Okay, so I haven't even showed off the rest of the MIRA yet. Whoops. Okay, so it's got an aluminum plate, which is nice to see. Alright, so this is quite nice. It's Lunar gray with a aluminum plate and stainless steel weight. So it's just grayscale right here. Look at that. When the light shines on it, oh my word, that is beautiful. Dominic says, didn't like the white iron. So iron, I think, is one of those boards where it looks nice if it's dual tone, and the white iron is just white, right? And it wasn't very cheap either. If I can find a kit for less than for 400 or less than 400, I might do it. In fact, this isn't the only MIRA I have actually. Hold on. But yeah, so this has the MIRA over here. Look at that, the engraving. But if you want to see more about the MIRA, definitely check out my older videos. This is not the first MIRA we have over here. And you've got the stainless steel here. It's not engraved. This is not the early bird or special edition or whatever. But I will say, I think this might be interesting to God, but this one, the case actually doesn't bend on the front, the middle of the front. So for the blue and the other MIRAs I've built, they will warp the bowed on the midsection because I think something went wrong with something just wasn't cut right, and so I think the front side was slightly longer than what it was supposed to be, so it ended up curving out towards the front. But this one seems pretty decent so far. Although I will say the anodizing, you asked me, oh, what about the anodizing? How good is it? It feels okay, but it's not great. You can see quite a bit of streaking. See that? See those lines? Not as bad, nowhere near as bad as the DGE. That one is another level. But still, and you can see that the top doesn't match the bottom. Top looks dirtier, darker compared to the bottom. Yeah, quite a bit of streaking for sure. Not a deal breaker, but definitely not the best anodizing we've seen, according to some. Let's see, so definitely mismatched. You can see that it's quite obvious, but thankfully they have an acrylic piece in the middle, so it's not so bad. The difference isn't as obvious. But yeah, so quite a bit of streaking. And then over here, there's some mark over here. I don't know if I can get rid of it. Yeah, the bottom, also quite a bit of discoloration here and there. You'll see over here, you can see it's like it's bleeding out. You see that? It's like it's got darker grays just bleeding down from the let's call this the moon, okay? Seems like it's got grays bleeding down. So this was a problem that happened during anodizing as well. I believe they did not wait for it to dry long enough before they put the other pieces in. So you can see it's got some bleeding. So yeah, so it was hung like this, and then it was hung like this. Ooh, fucking 18 inches hung. Okay, so that's the MIRA. And I was gonna say, I missed quite a bit of chat, by the way. Hold on. You see the numbers, by the way? No. 400 base laser? Damn. Should I just cancel? Well, it's too late to cancel mine. Okay, so Deja Vu. It's like a shitty before and after. Send your keyboard to 001 Anthony. Before. After. Yeah, so this is the fastest build we've ever done. So that was God's MIRA actually. And we're gonna desolder that so that he's gonna sell it. Oops, the PCB. Yeah, so we're gonna build the MIRA as well. I don't know if I'm gonna build it on stream yet. We'll find out. So, this Friday, don't forget to tune in. We are going to be building Fred's CA66, provided everything is fine. And that should be it for now, I think. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to run the credits. Very short credits today, but I'll run it real quick. And a big thank you to everyone who tuned in today. There we go. It's working. Okay. Then let's see if anybody is live right now. We will raid someone. Just trying to find out who we can raid. Okay, actually, so you know I've been streaming quite a bit of Borderlands 2. So, a stolen weapon who is on the Discord and he goes by Cutus LOL on Twitch, and he is streaming some Borderlands 2 right now. So not keyboard related, but he is a guy who collects keyboards, and he is streaming Borderlands 2. So we're gonna raid his channel. If you want to watch some Borderlands 2, go tune in. If not, have a good week. Catch you guys on Friday.